So what is the roadmap? What we are going to cover in this computer networking course? Okay. First thing, what is computer networking? In this we have what is network? What are characteristics of network? What are advantages of network and what are disadvantages of network? In this section we also have what are the basic terminologies used in computer network: protocol, transmission medium, node, network devices, wired medium, wireless medium, internet service providers, right? Second section, we will learn about network devices. Okay, network devices. And then next part comes transmission modes. Okay, transmission modes. And then plus network topologies. Okay, now after this we are going to study about network models. Network models. What are network models? Network models basically describe the set of rules how data communicate over the network. Okay, starting from 1 layer to 7th layer. Okay, particularly we have two types of networking model. One is OSI model, one is TCP IP model. So we have two models which describe how data flows in the network, starting from the production of data in the PC to how it flows. Okay, how it goes to the internet and comes back. Okay, this is a 7-layer model. Okay, and TCP IP layer, in some books it is called a 4-layer, in some other books it's called as 5-layer, but here we will learn as 5-layer. Nothing but one difference you will have, bro. You will, if it is a 4-layer, you will have physical and data link layer separated. Okay, if you have it as 5-layer, you will have physical and data link layer combined, known as link layer. Okay, I'll explain you what all these layers are. Physical layer is nothing but responsible for physical transmission, physical connection between two devices. And data link layer is nothing but which actually forms the data in frames, in chunk sizes. No need to worry about that right now. When I come to OSI model, once I start this, it is going to be a roller coaster journey. A roller coaster journey. It will be very good. It will be very interesting, but with complex protocols. But we are going to cover complex protocols in an easier way. Okay, very easier way. See, okay, wait, let me come. I told networking models, OSI model. Okay. Now it was the 5th point, OSI model. Now OSI model is divided into 7 layers. First we will cover physical layer, starting from the bottommost layer of the OSI model called as physical layer. What the hell? Okay, yeah, bottommost layer of the OSI model, physical layer. Okay, first we got it as first layer from the bottom. Yeah, see, don't get tricked in the interviews. Okay, one interviewer asked to the interviewee, okay, what is the first layer of the OSI model? Okay, what he told physical layer. He was like, how can you say it's a physical layer? It can be application layer also. If you want to say the first layer, say first layer from the bottom. Or if you want to say application layer as the first layer, then say first layer from the top. Okay, so physical layer is the bottommost layer, first layer from the bottom of the OSI model. Okay, physical layer. Now we are going to cover definition of physical layer. We are going to cover our functions of physical layer. What are the devices used in physical layer and what are the protocols used in physical layer. That's it. In each and every layer we will cover all these points. Okay, these are only, if you get a 10 marks question of physical layer, you'll write definition, you'll write 5 to 10 functions. mostly all layers of 5 to 6 functions. Okay, you write 5 functions, you'll write what devices are used here along with now example, what is the definition of physical layer? Physical layer is the layer which is responsible for physical connection between devices. Okay, what are functions of physical layer? It is encoding, decoding, or bits to signal conversion. Example, now you can write brief about that. Okay, and example, what are devices? Modem, we have hub, physical layer devices. Okay, and what are protocols? Bluetooth, Ethernet. Bro, keep in mind, Ethernet is both physical and data link layer protocol. Earlier, long back, it was just a physical layer protocol. Now, in college, you will see Ethernet as physical layer protocol, but it is not. It is both physical layer and data linker. I will explain how when I teach about Ethernet. I will take separate classes for Ethernet, Wi-Fi, 5G networks, because these are the two words which we most keep using often, right? That's it. Okay, physical layer. Now comes data link layer. Again, definition, functions, devices, protocols. Network layer. Okay, you will learn definition, you will learn functions, you will learn devices, you will learn protocols. Most important protocol in network layer, IP, Internet Protocol, is a very important protocol. Okay, definition, okay, it is responsible for routing packets from end to end. Okay, functions, you can write anything, routing, and devices, router. That's it. All starts are routing, router. Okay, then comes transport layer. Oh, here we also have ARP as a protocol, we have RARP as a protocol. So basically we have many protocols. I cannot list down here. Whenever we start with the particular layer, we will be discussing with all the protocols which are needed for in the college and in the interview. Okay, transport layer. Okay, in transport layer, same definition, functions, devices, protocols. Then comes session layer, same. Okay, then comes presentation layer, then comes application layer. All these four. Okay, so these are the 7 layers of OSI model which we are going to cover. Okay, with definition, functions, devices, protocols, and if any additional knowledge required like security or any kind of parameter, we will discuss it when we are learning about that. Okay, now coming to TCP IP model. Okay, we will learn 5 layer. Okay, bottommost physical link layer, second one data link layer, also called as link layer if it is a file layer. Okay, third network layer. Okay, and here we don't have session and presentation layers. Session, presentation, and application all are combined into one application layer. Okay, network layer. Then comes transport layer. Transport layer is very necessary layer. This is a layer which is actually responsible for end-to-end data transmission. If you don't have this layer, you don't know where to go. Okay, and then the last one which comes application layer. This application layer is a combination of session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. All the three combination combined into one here. Okay. Okay, once we cover this TCP/IP protocol, once we cover TCP/IP model, we'll cover all the protocols, all the functions, all the definitions, all the devices. IP addressing, IPv4 class format, IPv6 format. Okay, and we'll cover what is subnetting, what is supernetting, and in the case of data link layer, we'll cover what is multiplexing. We will also cover switching techniques. switching techniques. You'll get to know what are those. And still, the bullet point was 7 point. Okay. Security. Network security. In network security, we'll have like something called as authentication. We will cover about authentication. Okay. We will also cover about encryption. Okay. We will also cover about firewalls. Okay. And MAC. Okay, what was that? MAC address filtering. So these are network security methods. If you don't know this, your network won't be secure. Okay. 8 point, quality of service. Now, how can quality of service be achieved? Using some protocols. Important protocols. These are very important protocols. These are also, I mean, OSI model is important, but this is also important. We have some protocols like leaky bucket. This is a very famous name. Token bucket. We have some other congestion controls algorithms, priority based algorithms which are going to filter the traffic. Quality of service is nothing but optimum quality of service, like sending the traffic which is a priority when compared to the other traffic, or basically high quality service. Okay. At last, I told you I'll be taking classes for these three which are very important: Ethernet, Wi-Fi. Because in both of these protocols, right, we have particular frame format, we have particular communication methods, devices used. And in Wi-Fi also we have particular frame format, we have particular frequency on what frequency Wi-Fi operates. We have all those things. So we have to take separate class for this. And then we can take class for 5G, we can take class for 4G. And this completes your networking, computer networking. That's it.